Hello, my name is Carl Diaz, and I'm excited to tell you about the three-day bike project Max and I created for our class. We believe that this project is a great balance between real life experience, abstract thinking, and like hands-on experimentation that will create great buy-in for our students and maintain engagement throughout the project. It also knocks out two common core math standards and ratios, and circular geometry. Now, on the first day, the students will have the opportunity to get out of the classroom and ride actual bikes. There, they will have firsthand experience and observations of bikes with different wheel sizes and will also observe a bike with gears. On the second day, they will come back into the classroom and learn about the mechanical math behind gears and wheel sizes for bikes. On the third day, the students will be able to apply their newfound knowledge by building modular bikes with different gears with specific goals to test their understanding. Three ways There are three ways that Max and I work to meet the needs of our specific EL students in the classroom. In fact, this whole project, taps into one of our students, Klaus, his mechanical passion that he has developed and maintained with his father. Um, Emma, on the other hand, is an extremely visual learner, so we made sure that we added multiple graphic visuals to keep her engaged. And we also made sure that this whole project is very interactive, group work, hands-on experience that we believe that Juan would love because he responds well to those kind of lessons. There are three ways that we have planned to monitor student learning through like frequent check-ins, and we use various kinds. So in principle, that will help keep all our students engaged with the various different types. One of them is dipsticking. Now this technique is, we have to be careful with it because we can't just ask general questions. We have to be specific in our questioning to really get a read on the class. So we might be using like thumbs up, thumbs down, some sideways, with specific questions that we need. Another technique that we could use or will use is group check-ins. Throughout this project, the students will be working with groups, and this will allow the teacher to be able to roam around the classroom and do individual or small group check-ins to get a read of the room for understanding. And on the third day, with the modular bike test, it actually has a built-in check for understanding where the students have to do the math portion first and get it checked off by the teacher before they can get the parts for their modular bike. So that is inherently built in. Three ways that we have planned to support ELs through the project. Specific strategies. Group work is a big one. It's throughout the whole project, where this helps specifically with EL students because they're in more of a low risk environment to check their understanding with students that they may feel comfortable with. So and also gives them the opportunity to speak with or have conversations with their fellow classmates that will help them develop or acquire language for English. Another technique would be KLW charts and journal. This is also another low risk technique where the students are able to write down in their journals their answers, their thoughts, their notes about the unit. And it doesn't even have to be in English. It can be in their language. What's important is that they are acquiring the knowledge messing around with the knowledge, engaging with the knowledge. And if it's in their own language and they're more comfortable with that, that's fine by us. And the third technique that or strategy that we'll be using is think, pair, shares frequently, almost every day. Um, this allows for the students again to have conversations with their partners, and acquire language through conversations, and gives like a low risk environment to engage with the material with a classmate. Three things that I would modify about my project before implementing with students, and this is after reading the reviews, the peer reviews. One of them is student voice and choice. I believe that we didn't do a great job in implementing this aspect into the project, but a way to alleviate that perhaps is introducing an aspect maybe on the fourth day where we give the students the option to demonstrate their understanding of the mathematical concepts or mechanical concepts, bike gears, through different mediums of their choice. It could be, it could be posters, it can be an instructional video or stop motion video, whatever option of their choice. It's their choice, so student choice. Another thing that I would like to implement is a vocab wall. This will not just support EL students, but our whole class. We can have a wall with all the vocab and the definitions, but with it can have a graphic or a visual to connect those three together to help all of our students keep all the technical words in order. And the last thing that I would like to modify is equity. On the first day specifically, there may be some students who don't know how to ride a bike, and they may be a little apprehensive, or they don't want to ride the bike. They're not feeling comfortable about that, and I want to give them the option of not riding the bike. So what I can do is create student roles for that day, where there can be a rider and there can be a data collector or an observer, to give that option to the students who don't want to ride a bike because they're not feeling comfortable. But having said all that, I believe that I'm pretty happy with the project that Max and I created for this 3-day project. And I'm most proud of that. It came from one of our passions that we share together in riding bikes. And I believe this is the best way to start a project. The best way to start a project, because if we're passionate about it, then the students will feed off that energy, that passion, and it will be engaging for all parties involved. Thank you.